I've talked quite a bit about Bitcoin on this channel. I talk quite a bit about Michael Saylor. I talk a lot about MicroStrategy. I've done a bunch of videos about it. And well, here we are. What has Bitcoin done since Trump has won? Okay. Trump's win ignites a crypto frenzy that sends Bitcoin to a record high. Yes, Bitcoin is a record high. Please, if you guys want to learn something about this and how one person that I interviewed, Sonny, it's on the channel. It's under Insiders of Wall Street. Please go watch that interview. What Sonny is doing to protect himself and his family against the debasing of the currency. I've talked quite a bit about this on my channel previously. Bitcoin has been going sideways, as we know, for the last, I don't know how long, right? 8 months now, 7, 8 months almost. And now it has broken out, right? If I'm a technical trader, which I am, which I look at charts, this is the next leg, as far as I'm concerned. I own about 7 to 8% of my assets are in Bitcoin. I have not bought it lately. I'm never going to sell it. Just like Sonny said in that interview, please go check that interview. You guys will learn quite a bit. And what he's doing with credit cards, out of all people, and how he is, he's a huge believer that the government's just going to do nothing but deficit spend, okay, irregardless of who's in the White House. And Bitcoin was going to do this regardless of Trump or not. Although there was a lot of, media coverage that Trump is more friendly to Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is something that everybody should own a piece of, because unless we stop printing and spending. Is that a possibility? You guys think that's a possibility? I don't know. Maybe Trump is going to do it. Maybe Elon is going to come and clean house like he did, with a sink at Twitter. He walked in and fired 7,000 people. I mean, look, the largest employer in this country is who? The federal government. What's he going to do? Is he going to fire hundreds of thousands of people as the government efficiency czar? I don't know. I'm sure there is a lot of places that the government is wasting money on. But going back to Bitcoin, it's just 76,000 now, right? Is it the next leg to 120? It may not be this time, but it definitely is on its way up. Okay, it's a finite amount of Bitcoin out there. Close to 90% have been already mined. Unless tomorrow somebody comes and says, oh, I can create another 21 million Bitcoin, exactly this Bitcoin, not a separate Bitcoin, then yeah, Bitcoin may go to zero. But the government now, the government threat of them shutting the system down is over. That's been, that's gone when all these ETFs showed up, right? BlackRock and Vanguard, not Vanguard, Fidelity, all these Bitcoin ETFs. I talk quite a bit about MicroStrategy. Just put out a great video about what Michael Saylor is doing. Please go watch that. So is it up? Is the next leg to 120 coming up? Irregardless of what happens to Trump or whoever won, this would have happened. This is kind of a proof that Bitcoin is the only asset that really you can't make more of it at the moment anyway. Well, it hasn't been proven over the last 12 years that you can't make more of it. We can't make more of everything. We can make more of dollars. We can print them all we want, add them to the ledger and spend it. We can always find more gold. But then look what's happening to gold. Gold is at a new all-time high. Silver, all these hard assets, right? Stock market is at an all-time high. The only thing that's not an all-time high is oil. Well, that may show the weakness in the economy. That's why the Fed is cutting rates probably. But if you look at all the hard assets, gold, Bitcoin, oil, silver, sorry, not oil, stocks, real estate, all-time highs. Well, at the end of my interview with Sonny, he said something that I took it to heart, and I'm going to say it every time I'm doing a live stream. He said, Sergio, tell your audience not to slave harder. He said, save in hard assets. Think about what that comment. Don't slave harder, because that's all you're doing at the moment, right? Working for a paycheck that its buying power every month is going down, okay? And your paycheck is not keeping pace with inflation. And he said, don't slave harder, save in our hard assets, gold, silver, real estate, right? Stocks. These are all hard assets. And that's why Bitcoin is where it's at.